So as you can see, we got a pretty rough car here. It's a 1960 Ford Starliner. This one does have a 352 V8 with 390 horse. And we're gonna get this thing running. I mean, it don't look like there's much left, but I think we can get it running. The only problem is we opted for the rear quarter panel delete, the rear trunk floor delete, the back glass delete happened when we were loading it. And also we have the bent hood option, which, you know, adds horsepower and aerodynamics, but we're going to see if we can get this thing running. And we do have a rat nest and air cleaner. That was a $50 service charge to get that, but it's been sitting for every bit of about 40 years, and it was sitting in the field. They drove it until, well, they got tired of driving it. It was supposed to run when parked, but I've heard that story many a times. So we're going to see if we can get it running. I have a fence post to hold up the hood. I think that'll work. The first thing to do is, I guess, spray some of this penetrating oil right there in the cylinder walls, because I bet it's locked up. I don't know for sure, but after it was sitting that long with the hood kind of up like this and the rat nest in the air cleaner, I'm kind of not too sure it'll be spinny and want to run. And also we do have the original battery on the thing. I think it's an Allstate. It's an Allstate battery, so it's probably 40-50 year old battery in there. But the door actually opens and closes. Not much on the interior. The clock reads 184,000, and the weird thing about this is a 390 horse 352 with a 3 on the tree. There's probably hardly any of these left, probably 4 or 5 of them. I think they made 500 to 1,000 of these. Some Ford person in the comments is going to tell me, and if you know, let me know, because I'm not really sure how many they made. But we're going to get into it and get this thing running. First order of business is, well, open the hood. So I guess we're going to try to open this hood. I ain't even tried to open it yet or really looked at it. I just know there's a rat nest in the air cleaner because I seen something moving around. It'll take 2 hands to do this job. Oh, Lord, mercy. Please don't fall on me, hood. There we go. Now, I shouldn't have folded it that high up, but we did. Now let's see what we got. We have a whole bunch of rust, a really tight battery terminal that probably won't come off of here. Let's see. Yep, there's a rat nest like I thought. Now, I don't want all these rust chips in the engine, so how are we gonna manage this one? Ooh. Yep, squirrel's been in there. Rat something. Is it a 4-barrel? I believe she is. Oh yeah, it's a 4-barrel. Hopefully it's closed. Let's try to get this off here now. There we go. We're just gonna. Someone somewhere's probably looking for this air cleaner for their original restoration, but it's okay. Oh, but it's got a holly on it. We're gonna need the shop vac, I'd say. Oh, here's a radiator cap. That adds $5 to the value. There's some fur of some sort on it. Not sure what animal that is. There's the, we'll throw that there. Looks like it's all rusted. We need this off. I know that penetrating oil ain't had enough time to work, but there we go. Ooh. If these come out rusty, we may have a problem. Okay, we can deal with that. It is not too bad. I think this motor will turn freely. Probably don't even need none of penetrating oil, but air tools, doors and latches, and engine parts, and all that. There we go. Looks a little crusty in there. I'm sure I'll need new spark plugs, but we're gonna try to use them. Don't want to waste no more money on spark plugs. Let's see here. There we go. Well, so far we're now I got the carburetor off and I vacuumed out everything from around the engine and the spark plugs. And I also, on this side over here, I think I got all the stuff out of the spark plug holes. That valve was open, so that's why all the junk from here went down into there. And I also vacuumed out the intake here, and hopefully that'll clean everything up, and also clean the engine off, some other stuff. That shark vac works pretty good, especially when you put your hand over this hole and vacuum this side, then switch it, and you can get just about everything out of there. So these spark plugs have been giving me a fit. I've let them soak for just about an hour. I'm not sure if it did any good. We're gonna put a cheater bar on here like you're not supposed to. They're coming. Not sure the penetrating oil's doing me any good or what's going on here, but it seems to be working until they strip out. Ooh. Never good when your spark plugs are that tight. Holy cow. Oh boy. Well, I don't know if y'all can see that. I hope you can. Let's get you a good view. If you can see that right there, that is completely filled. That whole cylinder, just like the other one was. So I figure the valve is open on that one, and whatever junk was in this engine or around this engine, or all the rat nests on top of the engine got down in there. So we're gonna try this and there's the factory radiator. Some person probably wants that, but it's pretty junky. Now I sprayed these with penetrating oil earlier, so this car is so dadgum rusty. Oh, they're easy, boy. That's coming off there too easy. The motor's locked up too good then. Yep. Car's being too easy. So do you guys like the head camera video better or the tripod one? Let me know in the comments. We're trying to get better film quality here, and well, I use this one now since I wasn't getting very good camera angles and I ain't got no one to hold the camera for me, so we got to kind of improvise. So if you like this camera, the head camera better, let me know, or if you like the tripod view better, or if we just need to get someone to be the camera person, let me know. So it's been about 3 hours since I last filmed something because we've been letting the motor sit, and I whipped up this thing right here. I call it the, you're either coming out of there or I'm breaking your crankshaft in half 9000. See, took some 3/8" plate right here and welded it onto a tie rod, and I welded these bad boys on here. So it fits right there on the harmonic balancer, and you can get some pretty good leverage with the old thing. Only problem is this water pump snout's getting in my way. As you can see, or imagine, that thing right there gets in your way pretty good. There we go, she's a turning now. Whew. If we can get her freed up, we'll be doing good. So most of y'all are probably already gone. Well, if you're here, you're here, but I'm talking to the camera. So most people are probably gone by now. If you stayed till this point, thank you, because we've been working on this thing all day. And we just about got it loose, so I think we're gonna get her running. So if you're still here, leave a comment or something. There we go. She's turning now. She's still pretty tight though. I mean, it ain't like. So we're about to pull this head off and see what it looks like underneath there. Hopefully it's not too bad. If I can get a hold of the thing. Forget how I did on the last one. Oh, well, at least it's the valve cover gasket, not the head. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, boy. nothing left of that piston. Oh my Lord. I've never seen one this bad. Poor car sat in the field for 54 years and just ate itself alive. See how bad that is. Like, that's just, this piston's ate itself. This is full of rust. Like, that's what's in there. This one's the same way. It's just full of that. I'm not too sure if the camera was recording when I shop vac all this out. I'll find out when I edit. But if it wasn't recording, you'll see this part. But the pistons are pretty bad on this side, right? This one's been ate out at the bottom of it, if you can see that. And there's some pretty good pitting, it looks like up here. There's like scale, and I hope that's not pits, but this one has some scale in it, and this is not so bad, but this and the piston just got ate up a little. But this one's gonna be the questionable one. Hopefully I can hone it out here in a second and see what we get. I'm about to hone this one and just see what the shape of it is, and that's gonna probably determine what we can do with this engine. I'm gonna call the machine shop tomorrow, because tomorrow's Monday, and we're gonna see if they're good at what they charge to fix it. If it's a fortune, there ain't no sense in messing with it probably. But I do have a set of head gaskets. I thought I could save it, but with just head gaskets before I took the heads off, but seems like this engine's pretty far gone. I'm hoping that I can somehow figure out how to fix this, but we are gonna need new pistons for sure. So I've been trying to clean up this rear cylinder. We have this one pretty good. I mean, this one's completely savable. This is a good cylinder. Now this back one, so far it's not looking promising for it. I mean, if you can see here, it's just annihilated. At least that's what I'd say. The whole bottom end of it's been ate out by corrosion. So this one would have to be sleeved. I think this one, and I'm pretty sure this one over here, these two are savable, but this one probably have to be sleeved, so we need 3 sleeves, more than likely. But I'm gonna keep on honing on this one and see what we get. Yep. Nothing. Yeah, that's a sleeve job right there. The top of it's fine though. That's where I thought it was gonna be really bad, but because it had big old bubbles of rust. But right down here is where it really got ate up. All the way down to there. See, if it was in the very top where the piston didn't hit, we'd be fine. But if it's below the, if you guys can see, if it's below that mark right there where the rings stop, because the pistons don't come all the way up and the valves are just there. So if it was up like right there, would be perfectly fine. But down here, we're probably gonna have to have her sleeved, I'd say. So the heads are off of it. One of them's sitting over there in vinegar. I think that'll take the rust out of them because they're pretty rough on the inside. I did borrow the old Jack in the Box 2000 from the parts store so I can pull the valves out of these. And I have the valves sitting down there in a bucket of vinegar too because they're corroded pretty bad. So I'm gonna pull the valves out of this one, hopefully not shoot myself with it. First, where'd I put my big old hammer? You always gotta, for some reason, you gotta go around there and give them all a love tap so that the little retainer comes loose, because a lot of time it'd be seized to itself, and especially since this engine's set so long, the whole thing's seized up. So we're going to rebuild these heads and we're going to rebuild the block. So this will be a brand new engine, but it will run. When I say it'll run, it's gonna run. Let's see here. Get that bad boy tied back on there. Better go get that vinegar good. Empty jug almost made it to the neighbors. This wind's crazy. Let's tie an old Jack in the Box down and let's see here. And I will pull the motor. I'm hoping to be able to get it done tonight. I just need to get the head setting because they're going to take a while. And hopefully tomorrow I can go to a machine shop or something and see what they say, and hopefully they can get it done in a timely manner. Because it may take them forever. I hope not. Well, there we go. Once you get one of them, the other one's pretty easy. Here we go. Just like that. Please don't hit me.